Hi, HomOtaku here. I don't even know where to start. It's been almost a year since I made the last video. Well, I don't know, maybe 10 months. I don't really remember. But, a lot has changed since then. So, as you can see, I'm living in a new place. It's actually a 2-bedroom apartment. Living with a friend. I've known him for a while now, probably over 2 years. Yeah, over 2 years. And yeah, just a lot is different now. Yeah, I was living in a really cramped, bedroom before, just in a townhouse. Well, not even a townhouse, just a house. It wasn't really working out there for me that well. It would, like, if I stayed as long as I originally intended to, it would have only ended, I don't know, like a month or two ago, or maybe, yeah, about a month or two ago. But I definitely don't regret leaving. So, um, anyways, I'm having a little difficulty starting this video because it's been so long, and I'm still trying to get used to talking to the camera and everything. But just wanted to update you guys on my life. And when I say you guys, I don't know. I don't even know how many people watch this channel, but whatever, it's fine. Oh, I should probably shut the sliding door. It's a little loud, so yeah. Just trying to think of everything that has happened. Last time I was living in Toronto, and now I'm living in Hamilton, and quite different. Transit's very different here. In some ways it's more accessible. Some ways it's not. In some ways it's less expensive here, but overall it's still more, like, I'm paying more for everything than I was back in Toronto, but that's just because my last place was so cheap. But to find a 2-bedroom in Toronto would be so much more expensive. So the place we got is overall more cheap, but I'm now paying more for my one room than I was before. So but I needed this place. I really did. Like, I was struggling so much there, like, with especially my mental health and everything. Like, I have a lot of, struggles with, my anxiety and depression, and, I'm still on medication for that, but, it's definitely helped having, like, having a common area. I didn't have that before in Toronto. Like, it was just my room, then there's a hallway, a kitchen, a bathroom, but, here I have a living room and, a place to just sit down and relax, and not having to always seclude myself in my bedroom, and plus my computer's right there. I have it out in the open now. I didn't have to, hide in my room all the time, and it feels so much better. But, yeah, so that's definitely an improvement. But what hasn't improved, though, is just, I guess, trying to figure out what the fuck to do. um, you know, before in Toronto, like I was trying to find work and, you know, I had some degree of success with that. Like, you know, like I had multiple interviews and I actually got hired at one point, and that was very short-lived though. You know, I only lasted a few days there. That was my own decision though. It just, it threw my anxiety for a loop, definitely. I couldn't handle, well, just to, you know, get you up to speed on what it was. I was, oh, hi Kat, do you want to be in that video? I don't know if you can see, but it's my roommate's cat. His name is Pumpkin, and he's very friendly. Well, at least to both of us. So, I don't know. I don't know if the cat likes. Oh, I guess so. Oh, okay. I guess not. You okay? Kind of went off track there, but yeah, it was so I was working for a call center, and you know they were training us to do outgoing calls to make sales, and you know part of your paycheck would be dictated by, you know, how many sales you could make, and like you would make minimum wage and everything, but you'd have to, if you wanted more than that, then you had to make sales, and it just, you know, we had a pitch and everything, but like I couldn't handle it, you know. It was like, it, like, you know, it put my anxiety just through the roof, and yeah, I couldn't do it. So you know, eventually I went on you know, social assistance and everything, just to get support, to have money to pay for rent and food and, you know, bills other than well, you know, stuff like internet and my phone and stuff like that. But you know, it was still a struggle, you know, because it's like they only can give you so much. So you know, I've thought about things like volunteering, and but even recently, so like I've been living in Hamilton, well before, so in Toronto, I was there for I was there for 7 months, and it's been about um, 5.5 months in Hamilton, and it's gone by so much more quickly than, you know, like obviously it hasn't been 7 months yet, but I mean, like, you know, it felt like an eternity being there, and like it was so bad, like, you know, having to be stuck in your room all day, it was just so depressing and so sad. Being here, you know, you know, I've been able to engage in, you know, certain hobbies again that before I, you know, kind of abandoned in some ways, and it's not a good feeling, to not have the drive to do things that you used to really love, and that would include like drawing and reading and photography and of course other things like video games. And when you're so depressed and you know you just don't have the drive to do anything, you don't have the will to do anything, it just takes so much effort just to get up and, and take care of yourself, um, during the day. So, but I've been able to do some of those things since coming here, and it's been pretty amazing. Like, I completed a drawing that I started over a year ago that I want to send to one of my pen pals. She lives in the States, and but yeah, it was such a good feeling, doing that, drawing again, and yeah, and like I started reading a book again too, and just even, I was able to do some things when I was back in Toronto, but I read The Hunger Games, which I'm like, so many years behind everybody else with that one. But, it still felt good to, finally read a book, and, it kind of, in some ways it kind of, reminded me of my love of reading and everything, so. But, I'm still getting better. It's gonna take a while, probably. But, I'm trying to get onto a path of wellness. Like, I know I need to, lose weight, obviously. But, you know, oh, well, a big part of that, like, a huge part of the reason I wouldn't have energy during the day was because I was not getting proper sleep during the night. You know, I've known this for, a couple of years now, but like I have sleep apnea, and just recently I finally got a proper sleep study done, and I have a CPAP machine, and that's helping me breathe properly at night. Because before I'd snore all the time, and like I'd gasp for air, and I'd stop breathing, and that was affecting my health. And I'm kind of playing a bit of catch up now, trying to, I'm still yawning. I'm yawning in the video, but it's helped. Um, Trying to get an adjustment, for my pressure, because it has different levels of pressure that need to be adjusted to make sure you're getting proper sleep at night, but with the CPAP machine. But yeah, like I'm trying to get better, to get onto a path of wellness and everything. And, I'm getting there, I'm, I am, like, yeah, I'd say I'm taking a bit of baby steps. Like, I could be doing more for myself, but, you know, like I said, with having, pretty severe anxiety and depression, like, it's hard to, you know, think about those things and, put them in action, but yeah. But, my this was so severe for me that it affected, when I went away to school, at one point. Well, not at one point, twice. Um, I've tried college twice now. Once was for game programming, and another was for game development. One was more about coding and computers and the programming languages and everything. The other ones were more about art and design and making assets and pixel art and stuff like that. And I'm not sure if that's what I want to go back to do, but a part of the reason why I had failed and and had stopped attending classes was due to my anxiety and depression, and there's other factors there too, like not knowing you're not the best in your class, you're not the strongest student, and like some of the teachers I'd even criticize as well, like weren't very helpful or just weren't teaching in general. They'd give you the they'd give you the work, or fuck, I forgot the word for it, but they give you the material, and just expect you to read it or just to do it on your own, and it's like, that's not teaching. Like, that's that's just being lazy. Like, I could do that. I could find a tutorial online. It's and try to comprehend everything. But it's your job as a teacher to um, outline these things and try to get students to understand and to apply that knowledge in a helpful way. But there just was none of that for some teachers. They were just like, yeah, here's your book, read it, do the work. So yeah, that wasn't very good. I'm thinking about going to college again, and I can't right now. I can't do it this year because I'm on probation. By, I don't know by who, but it's probably by the government or something, because I've flunked too many times, and I guess too many times is like twice. But I can't attend school until it's 2017, and it's 2016 this year. So, I have to wait until then. But even then, because of our new prime minister, things have gotten so much better for students who want to attend post-secondary, and stuff like, if you don't make more than $25,000 a year, you don't have to pay your tuition until you are making that much money or more. Well, I guess it has to be, just over 25,000. But that just opens up so many more possibilities for me, especially because there is a college here that I'll be able to, apply to programs for, in the upcoming future, and it's exciting to think about. Um, but well, there's not too many programs though that I'm interested in is the problem. There's Art and Design Foundation, and then they also have like graphic design, and like I would want to do Art and Design Foundation because it, uh, you know, the college that is in Hamilton, which is Mohawk College, it covers a lot of a wide range of different kinds of artistic fields. So stuff like illustration and animation and graphic design and photography and printmaking and so on and so forth. So um, hmm. But yeah, I'm thinking about school again, and I'm not sure when, and I'm not sure if it will be next year, but I know that it's something I need to do for myself, at some point, to help better myself and improve myself and make sure I have a better, more fulfilling future. So, going back to my health and mental health and everything, like, eventually I do want to join a gym and, do something more than just the treadmill this time. Like, that's all I did last time I tried going to a gym was, using the treadmill. But yeah, it's something I need, and I need to change my habits as well. Like, I need to eat better, just daily things too, like, go on walks and everything. Like, other than going to the gym sometimes. So, yeah. Um, I'd say one of the biggest changes that has happened since my Wii U just went off. Well, not off, it just turned on by itself. One of the biggest changes that has happened since last year was my last video, I made. I was in a long distance relationship, and that has ended a few months ago, and overall pretty amicably, and pretty mutual, like, feelings and understanding. So it long distance was just overall too difficult. We really tried to make it work. There was even one point where I was supposed to visit him, but because of life, I'll just simplify it by saying that I wasn't able to go. And at least personally, I don't think I can do long distance again. I really don't think so. So even if there's somebody I really like, and I just know that it's a lot to invest into into somebody you can't see every once in a while. So unfortunately it had to end, but, we both still talk, and, we're both still friends, and, I'm happy that we are, but, you know, he still plans to come to Canada, but, um, you know, so there's a possibility of it happening in the future, but, anything is possible. By the time he can come here, it'll be like, oh geez, like 5 years from now. So I'm not really, holding my breath, let's just say. Um, Plus, there is somebody else that, in the months, well, we were open and I was able to see other people, but, since meeting him while I was still in an open relationship, and then since my open long distance relationship has ended, um, I've gotten to be able to be closer to this individual, but also further away. Um, you know, I'm not gonna get into too many details, but I like this individual quite a lot, and I fucked up a bit, and not even just a bit, but a lot. Like, he has forgiven me, but he still needs his like time alone, I think. Um, but it's hard. Like, I was seeing them, quite often, and and they help make me happy, and I do have strong feelings for them, but I just have to give them their space right now, and it's been tough, but we had a conversation recently, and it was reassuring, to say the least. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. And I'm not crying. Well, I mean, I guess I am, but this always happens when I'm yawning and when I'm tired, so, you know, I'm not, I'm not being emotional right now. This is just cause and effect, so, um, but yeah, so there's a guy I like, and, you know, I want to say we were dating, or we are dating. I don't know to put it in past or present tense right now. Um, he still, as far as I know, has feelings for me, and I still have feelings for him. Um, anyways, he's a guy I really like, and that's definitely an understatement. Um, hmm. We'll see. We'll see how everything develops. I have hope. You know, lose hope. So yeah. Other than that, I've been trying to keep a daily journal, and it's been helping me a lot. Um, you know, like, I still feel like I will at some point need like a therapist or a counselor or whatever, but it's helped me empty, my head when it feels full. Like, sometimes it can get so overwhelming with the amount of thoughts I have, and it doesn't help when you're somebody who's riddled with anxiety, who is like, anxiety is a form of chronic worrying, and it's very much involuntary, and I can't help it. And to be able to pour out my thoughts and onto paper, and just, you know, it's very therapeutic, and it's helped me a lot. And I took a week, no, not a week. I took almost a 2 week break from it, just because I was so busy every day, and I'll get to why in a second. But no, I can just go on to that topic now. But I was so busy, for almost 2 weeks there, because my father, his girlfriend, had broken up with him, and I was trying to support him in the best way possible, and which is spending time with him every day, looking for apartments for him, and just being there for him, just in general. And originally it meant that he was probably gonna have to move in with me and my roommate, but we had decided it wouldn't have been a good idea to have him here. Nothing personal, just wouldn't have been a good idea. And he found a place, which is good. He found an apartment, which he'll be getting at the beginning of October, and I'll be helping him move in for that. So yeah. It's really unfortunate that has happened to him, but when they say, like, when one door closes, another one opens. So I hope that he can find some positivity in this experience. Yeah, a lot has happened, you know, a little less than a year ago that has passed, and a lot has happened, so. I don't really know I don't really know what else to add to this, so I think I'll end it off here. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So see you guys.